do, no, you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I got it running back. Another one time be fun, I think my end just begun. Another one last time, please, ya. Now I ain't live to please y'all. Ain't got no plan to be through with this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool, nah, I'm just trying to be true. But all I do is see blue, at least the 10 in my room. Feel like it's trying to consume, but I'm just days to refuse. Or maybe make it out soon. I assume that my doom ain't the worst of the guess what my purpose is. Start my verse, then I fall when the curtain ends. When the curtain ends, yeah, it's just back to the 10. Yeah, it's just back in
the bins. Here we Sugar. This bout, these two have certainly. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Beautiful counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Which fighter will say no mas? That counter punch caught him clean. They exchange punches. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
The straight right just misses. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Perfect counter shot. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
The jab doesn't quite connect. That time counter shot. The straight right just misses. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. In that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have. And there's the bell for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
The Straight right just misses. That uppercut doesn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Insane action. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, it's just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be the sweetest sound.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
Good work, that's it. And breathe, just get your breath back. Good work.
Soft, and don't give him anything. Go back.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he scores with the counter. You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Catch and shoot. Good counter punch. Straight right just misses. Nice counter. No rest for the weary. A perfect counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. There's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through any...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a body shot, and that one looked like it hurt. Straight right just misses. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got flurry hand speed and good power.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Incredible work rate. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last. There's the bell for round 5. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
The straight right just misses. Oh, wait a minute. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. How did they not go down?
Ring Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
These two were made for each other. Robinson goes to the canvas. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I need to see that again.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in again.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That counter shot lands. Straight right, just misses. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Good counter punching. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no...
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is... And there's the bell to start round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Beautiful counter shot. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. How did they survive that?
Step back, compose yourself.
Oh my God, Johnny! Robinson, I don't believe it! One of the all-time greats, Robinson goes down! And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Where?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knock.
Lord, please bless my castle of sand. Waiting on the battle, sword handle all in my hand. No my door with demands, more important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art. And for your fans, when you corner, gotta shorten your stance, lessen your tails, Philly shell,
As Sugar Ray Leonard, and Sugar.
This bout,
Usually you don't need a weather. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? These punches coming from every angle. Nice counter shot. That uppercut misses. And he scores with the counter. Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
Todd, this is something you can never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Got his gloves up to block the left jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than you could.
Good counter punch. The jab not finding its target. Can't land the jab there. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Straight right just misses. Counter shot lands. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Here we go for round two. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Both men step back for just a moment. like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Beautiful counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. They exchange punches. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. How about that time counter shot? This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. You don't want to trade shots. We wanted action, and they are delivering. A straight right just misses. Perfect counter shot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And Sugar is in trouble. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. So much firepower here. Nice counter shot. The perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. Done with that counter shot. And Sugar is in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. That could never happen.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's all offense all the time. Good job defending the jab. Punch caught him clean. And that hook misses. the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go to the fourth round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until you're sensitive.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Sugar Ray's in trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Defense, defense, defense.
Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Even up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that's just the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Nice counter punch right up the middle. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Failing to score with that right hook. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
And a nice left hook. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after. And there's the bell for round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Can't find a home for that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That left uppercut doesn't score. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Those counter punches have to hurt. has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The stamina is off the charts. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That jab misses. Catch inch. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. So the referee says fight on. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved. There's the bell to start round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Sugar Ray is rocked. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Incredible work rate. Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Good counter punching. Nice counter punch. Jab misses. Nice job getting that punch through. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter shot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round.
What are you
So
doing?
it's plan B time after being knocked. There's the bell to start round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Straight right just misses. Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Hard. Look back in history. Sugar Ray landed against Roberto Duran the first fight.
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.